All right, first thing, we need to make sure that we're setting up the spirometer correctly with the iWorx station. The instructions are pretty simple. Just make sure essentially that everything looks the same in the image that we've gotten out of the iWorx kit. We've got that set up below. There's our spirometer. Going through the program, looking for settings, human spirometry, restrictive, obstructive respiration for the part 1, which is this week. And we'll have it set up, and again, instructions will pop up.
What are you doing?
All right, so we have Nicole here as our subject today, and what we're gonna do now is we're just going to push record and let the airflow get a baseline reading. So there should be no movement from our subject near the spirometer. And just let that go for 10 seconds. Remembering that on this machine with the iWorx, we're gonna wanna auto scale all of our channels. We can do that up here, or we can do that individually at these devices, noting that we can also click these names for the drop-down menus. And there we go. And we'll auto scale, and you can see definitely to work around with this a little bit, moving our drag, our cursors, and finding where we need to be for these readings. Just to show what this looks like, I was able to auto scale and then zoom out so you can see that we're much closer to zero flow at rest, which is what we expect to see. Won't be perfect, but we want to be as close to zero as possible. All right, so today we're going to be doing pulmonary function testing with the iWorx spirometer with Nicole here as our subject. What we're going to have her do is put the nose clips on. And then she already has her filter. These are bidirectional filters. She's going to put that in her mouth and have a nice tight seal, and she's just going to start breathing normally. We're going to get about 5 breaths here. Feet flat on the ground, sitting up nice and tall. And as we're going here, we're just going to start to get some baseline values. We're going to get 5 normal breaths. And then we're going to instruct our subject for the first pulmonary function test. So Nicole, we're going to just keep breathing normally. What we're going to do today is called a forced vital capacity maneuver. And we're going to have you breathe as deep as you can. Blast that air out maximally. Keep going, keep going, keep going until everything is out. And what we're going to see here is we're going to see a deep inspiration on the graph, and then we're going to see that FVC, and we're going to be able to get our baseline values here for the first test. So Nicole, you're breathing normally, thumbs up. All right, so when you're ready, big deep breath, maximally inhale, and then blast that air out. Push, 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 push. Good, breathe normal. And it may take a few times as the subject gets more comfortable with this. We might want to run them through a few tests, but we'll probably see pretty similar values. Some may climb a little bit as they get more accustomed to this. Here we can see Nicole's first pulmonary function test. We have a deep inhale followed by a maximal exhalation breath. And she keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, and then back to normal breathing. And we'll do this again just to make sure she did it right. All right, so for part 2, we're gonna have the same as pulmonary function testing as part 1. What we're gonna be doing today is having our subject go through the YMCA protocol, which we should all be familiar with. Today, we're gonna be testing Nicole's pulmonary function at rest during each stage of the YMCA protocol, at the last minute of each stage, and then after 2 minutes of rest. So it has been, we're going through the first stage here. Nicole's going into her last minute of stage 1 for the YMCA protocol. So I'm going to give her the spirometer, and she's going to start breathing normally, and we're going to perform a pulmonary function test again. So subject puts it on, and here we go, we're breathing. And whenever subject's ready, we're going to take a big deep inhale and blast all that air out. Push, 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 push. Get everything out. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Everything out until the end, and then big deep inhale in. Good.